Philadelphia's Mike Schmidt's slide is really great, but great base runner Lou Brock is blocked off from the plate. And there's Mark Fidrich, better known as the Bird. He does some of the flakiest things you've ever heard. I thought sand felt grand. And you just can't improve on a sign like bisque. Maybe we order. And then again, maybe we oughta not. Here comes Larry Boa. Watch him jump up and down. While in another town, Willie Stargell calmly prepares to take a pitch all the way downtown. And Hector Cruz makes a catch that's mighty hard to match. Headlines and highlights from This Week in Baseball. Come July 19th at Yankee Stadium, it's All-Star time again. Mark Fidrich, along with southpaw sensation Frank Tanana, and his teammate, fireballer Nolan Ryan. They're among top American League pitchers who hope to stop the National League's winning streak. Ryan is throwing at a record-smashing rate. With the season not half over, Nolan has over 200 strikeouts. At that pace, he'll be the first pitcher ever to strike out 400 batters in a single season. In fact, this week he tied Sandy Koufax for another Major League record, 97 games with 10 or more strikeouts. But the American League will have another angel on their all-star pitching mound who should lift their spirits, California's golden boy Frank Tanana, who tops all starters in the major leagues in earned run average and in wins with 12. Still a youngster, but with ageless poise. Yes, Tanana's a good bet to start this year's All-Star game, but so's the man who started last year, Mark Fidrich, the Bird of the Detroit Tigers. In 3 short months, the rookie pitcher had flown from nowhere last year to an all-star start and a furious flurry of publicity.
And I never really got into baseball at all, and now I'm getting into baseball, and I never thought I would. Just getting all this stuff, and yeah, I'm shaking, I'm tight. I don't know what to do. It's great, though, and I'm happy to start it, too. It makes a thrill out of my life. I don't know what to do, man. I just hope I can win, that's all. But I never predict the future, so I'm just going to go out there. Whatever happens, happens. Life.
And what happened was that the Bird got his feathers ruffled by the National League. Fidrich was the losing pitcher. All the same, fans marveled at his unique flight patterns all over the diamond. This year, with added experience under his wing, the Bird is anxious to settle last year's score. His brilliant pitching so far has the fans still cheering his antics everywhere. But early this year, he had a knee operation, had Detroit fans worrying if he could pitch for the Tigers, let alone the All-Stars. But the Bird bounced back quickly and reassured everyone about that knee.
Oh, my knee's fine. All I got is a scar now. You know, I don't worry about anything like that, man. It's just great. You know, I'm feeling fine. I'm in heaven right now.
While the Bird soars in heaven, the Tigers roar on the field. Out at home. Rookie Steve Kemp crashes home safely. And Steve Kemp crashes a fence. Did he get it? The ball bounces off, but the Tigers still go all out for the Bird. Fidrich even has his own personal catcher, Bruce Kim. Doesn't catch many other Tiger pitchers because he doesn't hit much, but here he gets his first hit of the season. Like his pitcher, Kim doesn't mind displaying his enthusiasm. In a game this week against the Red Sox, Jason Thompson stepped up. And watch him now. as he tees off for his 15th home run of the season. Thompson is another Tiger youngster who's generating enthusiasm in Detroit. That blast helped the Bird beat Boston for his 6th straight win. Although he lost his next start, the Bird's enthusiasm could be just what the American League will need this month at the All-Star game. If it works in Detroit, why not Yankee Stadium? The team that beat the Bird was the Baltimore Orioles, flying high in the Eastern Division. The Orioles have been beating everyone recently, although it looked like they had beaten themselves in this game in Cleveland. That error in the bottom of the ninth scored a runner from first, triggered off an Indian victory celebration. The tribe went off to the dugout, and the fireworks went off in the sky. But down on the field, Oriole manager Earl Weaver claimed that the runner at first was only entitled to go to third. Surprisingly, the umpires agreed, explained it to the Cleveland manager Jeff Torborg and the public address announcer. Then after the game started up again, the Orioles held the Indians in the ninth and went on to win it in the 11th on this RBI by Doug DeCinces. That late inning victory kept the Birds flying up in Boston. Baltimore swept 3 straight from the Sox and knocked the ball all over Fenway Park. The Orioles also silenced Red Sox power. The boomer, George Scott, who leads the league in homers, drove this one to deep right center. It's deep enough, but Al Bumbry leaps and takes it away. The boomer wonders how far a guy has to hit a ball for a trot around the bases. He still can't believe it. This time it was Baltimore who did the slugging at Fenway. Lee May blasts one to right. He wonders if he hit that one far enough. As he watches, he knows. Lee also knows that the Orioles are hot and back in the pennant picture. At Comiskey Park in Chicago, the pennant picture hasn't been brighter since 1959. Comiskey Park is jammed this weekend to see the White Sox tangle with the Twins in 4 games, with first place in the American League East at stake. And the Sox just followed the signs from the fans. And Zisk keeps putting them up in the seats. Watch it. There it goes. And it's gone. And now the fans give George Orta the sign. He ought to respond. And by George, he does. Not a home run, but the fans aren't complaining. That's right. The bases loaded with the White Sox before a full house at Comiskey for Jim Spencer. Spencer can read, and he can hit. There it is, and there it goes. Going, it is gone. How about that? Spencer batted in 8 runs in that game, the second time this year he's done that. And the Sox swept the Twins in 4 straight and themselves into first place. Preseason signs indicated the Sox would never finish higher than 6th, but nobody could read Chicago's stars this year. The National League's Eastern Division is really heating up. Cardinal manager Vern Rapp may not be making progress in this rap session with the umpire, but let me tell you, the Cards are progressing in the pennant race with some great defense. Just watch these great plays. Man, that's really slick. By the way, Gary Templeton is one of several Cardinal rookies who have combined with veteran Lou Brock to bring back memories of the old Gas House gang. Cardinal speed forces other teams into mistakes, big mistakes. This time, they won't even try to throw. Speedster Mickey Scott will give them a break and stay at second. He'll just let league-leading hitter Ted Simmons drive him home. And Simmons does just that. By the way, St. Louis is second in league team hitting. Simmons is one reason. And another is Ken Reitz, back home after a year's leave of absence in San Francisco. Reitz knocked in 8 runs in one game against the Pirates, playing long ball like this. Wow, just nicks the foul pole. The Cardinals have been hitting so much lately that even Mike Tyson became a slugger this week, collecting his first 3 homers of the season. And right here, you see him belting a triple. Had a way to run, Mike. Cardinal fans are not only following a pennant race, but also following Lou Brock's race with Ty Cobb for the all-time base-stealing record. Watch him, there he goes. And he makes it, putting Lou just 15 away from the Georgia Peach, and the count keeps moving down. Back to the pennant race, the Cardinals are moving up. Recently acquired bullpen artist Raleigh Eastwick is doing what he did for Cincinnati, saving the close ones. This week he saved 2 against the slumping first-place Cubs. If St. Louis has a pennant in the cards, it could come from playing that relief ace every team needs to go all the way. The Philadelphia Phillies figured to repeat this year, but injuries to their relief ace, Tug McGraw, really hurt. But now McGraw is healthy, saving games, and Philadelphia is sounding the charge for first place. And fans are cheering a newcomer in the leadoff spot, Bake McBride, recently acquired from St. Louis. The Phils have sought a leadoff man since they lost Dave Cash, and McBride could be the answer. He's been setting an aggressive pace on the base paths. And the Phils are keeping pace. Larry Boa takes the extra base after this base hit. Even the bull, Greg Luzinski, is racing. Watch out for that charging bull. The fans are cheering the Philly defense, too. Ted Sizemore cuts down a Pirate ground ball. Pitcher Steve Carlton's headed for another 20-game season, and plays like that really help. Gary Maddox cuts down a Pirate runner. Watch. You're out. The Phils and Pirates are intense rivals, 2 favorite contenders, 2 Pennsylvania teams. And when they meet, the wins and losses are often decided by inches. Wow. Philadelphia fans were charged up this week with the Pirates in town, and so were the Phillies, who took 3 games. The wildest game was a 14-inning one. Chuck Tanner's team had scored 2 runs in the top of the 14th, but in the bottom of the 14th, the Phils put 2 men on base for an ex-Pirate, Richie Hebner, who's now becoming a hero in Philadelphia, as you'll see. There's the drive going to deep right field, going, and it's gone. Looks like a 3-run game-winning homer, but wait, Dave Parker plays the ball back. What in the world is going on? Larry Boa comes out, claims the ball went over the fence. The umpires say no, it hit the top of the fence. Boa goes bananas, but the umpires ruled it a 2-bagger and only 1 run scored. But moments later, Philly frustration turned into Philly celebration when Ted Sizemore got a base hit to bring Hebner home with a winning run. And this time, Larry Boa is hopping again, but jumping for joy. How does it feel to be a 400 hitter by July 4th? Listen to Rod Carew.
That's given me some respect, and it's great, you know, because I go up there and I know that the guys don't think that I'm an easy out. You know, they're going to do everything they can to keep me from getting a base hit and, you know, hurting their chances of winning the ball game. You know, I try to use the whole diamond to hit. You know, I hit the ball to left, up the middle, left center, right center, and pull the ball on the right field line.
Rod is this year's Major League top vote getter on the All-Star ballots. Top National League vote getter is Steve Garvey, always a fine hitter, and this year he's added power as well. He took over the league lead in RBIs this week, and already he's surpassed his season high of 21 homers. But if Garvey is to get the home run title, he'll have to overtake the league's reigning home run king of the past 3 years, Philadelphia's Mike Schmidt. After a slow start, Schmidt was busting out all over in June. This was Mike's 14th homer of the month, tying Ralph Kiner's league mark for most June homers. His hot bat has catapulted him into the Major League home run lead. Just watch this one. Deep to left field, there it goes. I believe it's off the wall. Not quite far enough for a homer. Or is it? And here comes Schmidt all the way in a cloud of dust. How about that? An inside the park homer, a real crowd pleaser. Inside the parkers are rare, but now they're the latest rage. Montreal's Ellis Valentine belts one out into right center. Lee Mazzilli races, but it's off the wall and off Mazzilli. Valentine is sprinting the 4-base dash. Mazzilli runs the ball down the Olympic track, but it's no contest. Valentine races home standing up. Another inside the Parker. News like that flies fast. Lou Brock figures he can do it too. Watch him. Here comes the pitch. Brock lines one, and everybody's on the move. The lead runner comes around. And now Brock, the flying Cardinal. Hey, Lou, you do have to touch the plate. But too late now. Here's that play again. Now watch Lou Brock, just like a fighter, ducking, going one way, then another. Some outs just take longer than others. And how about this? Man on first. Ken Reitz bunts to Bill Buckner. Buckner says, come on, man, you have to run to first. Well, aren't you going to tag him? Look at him just standing there watching the game. You're in the game, son. In fact, both of you are in the game. Well, that's it. And the runner stays at second. More laughs on the base paths. The Mets missed the suicide squeeze. The Phils have the runner from third hung up. Watch. How long can this go on? Well, let's see. Gary Maddox decides he'll come in all the way from center field and take charge. Now, that's really taking charge. The Met runner, Joel Youngblood, was so worn out after all of this, he decided he's just going to leave the ball game. Here's a hip play. Ouch! Frank Tanana stung Hal McRae with one of his fireballs. Didn't hurt him bad, but Hal wants the California dugout to know how black and blue he feels. Come on, Hal, don't rub it in. Ever wonder if umpires wish they were playing the game? Take a look. Give them a bat, and they're ready to swing away. Thank you. Pittsburgh's Willie Stargell has made some career of swinging away. When he puts this one away in the seats, it'll be the 400th of his career. Willie won't catch Hank Aaron, but he'll pass a lot of other great sluggers in the game's history before he's ready to call it a career. And what a career. And now, here are some gems from the outfielders. Ron LaFleur races all the way to the wall and incredibly hauls in the ball. He can really cover ground. Here's one that has everybody scrambling. Cardinal Hector Cruz is charging. Great catch, but look out, man. Now he wants to be a spectator. And here's this week's Gillette Special. Atlanta's Roland Office is off and running. How about that? Looks like Roland got some kind of headache for that effort, but fortunately, he was all right. It merits another look. Now watch how gracefully he moves. He even blows a bubble before the grab. Plays like that really make the ballpark the place to be. And friends, when it comes to unexpected thrills and excitement, baseball is the name of the game.